Today, I have to say, was a terrible one for Chris Bowen, our Energy and Climate Change Minister. Excuse me. It's not a good one to start for me either. He's a radical global warming activist in the Albanese government. Two things today, I think, exposed his plans to slash our emissions by 2050, that they are insane. They're plans based on bullying and on bull. Now, I'm going to start first with the bullying. It's the kind of bullying you often get with the green movement, you know. We're saving the planet, so we can just run right over you. Well, today, Chris Bowen announced a big new zone for investors to build wind farms. Now, he wants hundreds more of these all over the country. But this one is going to be off the New South Wales coast because, you know, many Australians now don't want them anywhere near their homes or their farms. And Bowen says, don't worry about this offshore wind farm zone. It's now about 20 kilometres off the coast. And the towers are only 260 metres high. That's a quarter of a kilometre. So he says you shouldn't see them too much, and tough if you do.
The offshore wind is some distance now from the shore, you know, be very difficult to see. If people say they don't believe in renewable energy and they don't believe in offshore wind, sure, they're not going to be happy. But if people say, we get it, we know the renewable energy transformation has to happen, but we would like to see our community brought with us and our views considered, their views certainly have been considered.
Now, Bowen says this wind farm zone was moved further off the coast, 20 kilometres now, after consulting locals. But it seems a lot of people on that particular patch of coast, they feel bulldozed with really fake consultation and little warning.
We got to the meeting and I was expecting to have people there to answer questions, like where's coming ashore, what impact's going to be on the marine life. Lots and lots of questions that everybody had. None of them could be answered.
If this is where we live, like, we should have some consultation. The residents should be able to voice their concerns before things move too fast or too far ahead.
Norah Head Surfing Reserve was not consulted. We found out the same way everybody else did.
Now, a number of locals are also wondering, what are all these massive wind farms out there going to do to the migrating whales in that patch of sea? Well, says Bowen, no worries.
Whales are smart animals. They can navigate around oil rigs, gas rigs, cargo ships, cruise ships, offshore wind turbines.
I thought this was a green government, really. But maybe he's right, you know, no problems. But I have to say, more than 50 whales have so far died since December off the US east coast, near offshore wind farms there. Now, American government agencies say, well, there's no connection, but locals are furious, and they've now got a congressional agency agreeing to investigate to see if those wind farms really are a danger to whales.